If you want to learn how to get this subtle smoky eye look, keep watching. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This video is going to be a tutorial or kind of just like a do your makeup with me on this look. Kind of like a subtle smoky eye, a little bit of a bolder eye look. I just recently started this channel, so if you enjoy this video, please remember to leave a like at the end and subscribe if you want to see more makeup, beauty, fashion, all that kind of stuff. Here are my socials. All the products that I use will be in the description. All right, let's just get into the video. I'm gonna start with this. My sister-in-law gave this to me and my sisters, like a whole bag of things. I've never tried this before, but it's like tone adapting, SPF 50. Very orange. I think I put too much. I don't really have like a straight up foundation. I just have the flawless filter. So we're just gonna use this to start. Normally I would put primer, and I usually put the primer on top of the SPF. I know it's kind of weird, but that's just what I do. But today I'm not gonna use primer because it's already it's like about to be 4 p.m. I'm not going anywhere. But if you're actually going out, use primer. And then I've been going in with my concealer first before my flawless filter to cover my blemishes. And I don't know, I just really like the way it looks when I go in with my concealer first and then just add the flawless filter on the high points. This is the Hourglass Vanish Concealer. And I'm just gonna put it in all of my normal placements, a little bit above the eyebrows and any dark spots or blemishes I have. Okay, and then I'm just gonna blend. I don't know what brand this brush is. I swore it was It Cosmetics, but I couldn't find it online. It says Precision all over. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure I got it at Ulta. So just blend that out. Now I'm deciding if I should bring the concealer into the eyelid or not. I usually don't, but today I'm just feeling like I want to, so I'm gonna bring it into the eyelids, and then go over it with the big side, I guess the foundation side of the brush. Now I'm taking my flawless filter, Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter, and I'm gonna put it on the high points of my face like I usually do, and then also on my forehead and a little bit on my chin. And then take my brush and blend with the big side, and it gives us this really nice glow. It's like skin-like. I don't know, I love this thing so much. And when I first used it, I thought it was like really orange, but it's because I was using it as like a foundation. I was using so much. You only need a little bit on the high points. I mean, you can use it however you want, but that's the way that I found works best. Blend everything evenly. I have literally barely anything left. This is the Rare Beauty Warm Wishes bronzer stick. So I'm just taking out a brush because it won't even come out. It's like in there, so I have to get it on a brush. I have no choice. And I actually kind of like the way it looks when you take it on a brush first. I feel like it just like diffuses and blends out better. We're gonna go a little heavy to kind of complement the eyes, since the eyes are gonna be bold. So I'm gonna go a little bit heavier and then go on my nose, kind of contour it a little bit. Then I'm going to blend it out a little bit more. Just make sure it's really blended. I'm putting my hair up because I literally can't ever do my makeup with my hair down. Even though it looks so much cuter and more aesthetic, I just can't. Now I'm gonna go in with blush with the same brush. If you watch my last video, you know I'm not very precise with my brushes. Doesn't really matter to me. I'm using the e.l.f. Putty Blush. I don't know what shade it is, and it's not even the right cap. This is the Brow Lift cap because it's like the same container. The base is pretty normal because that's not like the main point of it. The main point is like it's gonna be like a pretty basic base, and then the eyes are like the main attraction. So just normal base. I'm just gonna go in a little bit, kind of go high up, pretty much everywhere, wherever you usually put your blush. And I like to put a little bit on my nose. Sometimes I go up here on the temples. I feel like I need to blend my hairline. It looks kind of orange, maybe from the SPF thing. I think those are all the cream and liquid products that I need to use. So now I'm gonna go in with my Kimchi Puff Puff Pass powder, and I'm going to set my under eyes And I totally forgot to reblend to make sure there's no creases. So I'm gonna do that on the other eye and on my eyelid, since I put the concealer on my eyelid. If you did watch my last video, I use all the same products. I don't have like crazy amounts of makeup. I have just the same products. So basically, probably for a while, I'm gonna be using all the same products to do the different looks. So I'm gonna set mostly my T-zone. And sometimes I like to like leave excess a little bit, kind of like baking. And then I just brush it off in a second. I'm going to set under the bronzer and then on the other side. Mainly the eyes for me is like the most important part. Because if my eyes aren't set and like my under eyes, it just feels gross. Yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. I have a little bit left on the lid, so I'm just gonna use that be on my blemishes. Okay, since I'm done with all the cream and liquid and like sticky stuff, I'm gonna put my hair back down. Now I'm gonna take this big fluffy brush and brush off any excess powder. I just opened my eye makeup and saw this. I totally forgot. My sister-in-law, this was in the bag of stuff that she gave us, and it's so pink and pretty and cute, and I should have used it. It's a primer. I'm gonna use it tomorrow. I'm going to contour my nose now. I just use eyeshadow to do it. This is the Maybelline. This is really old, but I remember I looked it up to link it in my last video in the description. So I think it was called Maybelline Chai Latte. That's like the shade, and it's like the quads. And the shade is like Q22 Chai Latte. But it'll be in the description. So I just use this like cool brown shade for my nose, and I just lightly contour it on the bottom, around right here, and then on the sides. I'm gonna use that same brown to just start off on the eyes. And I'm just gonna basically put that mostly on the outer corners, but kind of into the middle. Try to bring it out a little bit. Then there's this like beige shade in this eyeshadow palette. Why am I like forgetting how to speak today? I'm gonna use that on the points where I'm gonna highlight later to kind of like set and make sure they contrast a lot, because I kind of want a strong, like, oh, there's kind of highlight on this brush. Whatever, it's all good. And oof, I literally like cleaned all my makeup and all my products in my bags even like a week ago or a little bit longer, and somehow something in there is still like, my hands are literally full of shimmer. I don't know how that happens. My mirror is over here, so I'm like really trying to not just face this way the entire time, even though this is my good side. Now I'm gonna use my NYX eye pencil in the shade Cottage Cheese for the inner corners like I usually do. So I put it like that, and then I kind of just blend it with my finger. Sometimes I kind of put it on my brow bone a little bit. Just do that a little bit, and then I'll put it on my nose and my nose bridge more towards the top. Then I'm gonna start on mascara. Like I said in my last video, my favorite mascara ever is the Maybelline Sky High, but I'm completely out of it and I need to buy more. So what I have right now is the Sephora Big by Definition mascara. So I'm just gonna put some of that on. Obviously, since this is a bold eye makeup look, I'm gonna go in with like a pretty heavy coat or coats. And I'm gonna go in on the bottom lashes as well. Kind of just like focus it on the ends. Just make sure it gets everywhere. Then I'm gonna go on the bottom and then on the other eye. Now I'm gonna go in with the darker, like shimmery brown from that palette. I'm gonna take a pretty good amount and put it again more towards the outer corner, but kind of bring it into the crease a little bit. And then on the other eye, same thing with the same like fluffy brush. One thing that I like to do is bring it like under my eye. So I just kind of bring it lightly under my lash line with both of the colors, but I am starting with the cool tone brown since it's like less intense, and sort of bring it like halfway. Then if you have a more like precise brush, which I think I do, let me grab that. I have this brush that's like flat and like packed. I'm gonna grab the dark brown and then try to kind of line under my eyeline, I'm not even kidding, I can't speak today, under my lower lash line. Bring it out a bit on the corner. I just love how it looks under, and I love like a vampy, like vampire look. So that's another reason I like how the under eyes eyeshadow looks. So now I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. eyeliner. It's the No Budge retractable eyeliner, and it's full of shimmer. I'm gonna have to get close to the mirror for this, so it'll probably be out of frame, but I just pull my eye down a little bit and go into my waterline. I think I'm gonna try to go around the whole eye, or mostly like just the outer half. Okay, so I can't really go into my waterline at the top, so I'm kind of just going over, not necessarily over, but like kind of like in my eyelashes, like kind of closing or squinting my eye, or actually no, closing it, and then kind of just going blindly. And then we're gonna kind of focus it a little bit more. It can be messy on the outer corner. Try to bring it out in a wing shape. Go a little heavier on the top. It's okay if it's messy, like mine is right now. I'm gonna do the same on the other eye, and then we're gonna fix them up. So now that I look a little bit insane, and I'm just gonna blend it out into my eyelid. Since I don't have black eyeshadow, I'm kind of smudging it out to kind of use as a black shadow. If you have black eyeshadow and you don't want to do the eyeliner, you can probably just take it on a brush like this and then kind of just blend it out a little bit close to your lash line. And so this is what we look like so far on the eyes. I didn't bring the eyeliner into the inner corners, so I'm gonna do that. Sometimes I just mess it up, but I'm gonna have to get really close to the mirror again. So I'm probably just gonna cut this part out. Or I'll try to just bring the mirror close to me so it's gonna be in the frame for a second. Also, this eyeliner is old, so if you have a new one or like a liquid one, it's probably gonna do a lot better than mine. Okay. I feel like if I keep going, I'm gonna mess it up. So I'm just gonna leave it like that and just kind of connect it into the waterline a bit. So see the difference? Now for the other eye. Okay, I have done the other eye. So this is what the eyes look like right now. I'm trying to see what else I can add because that's literally all the eye makeup I have. I don't know if this is enough. I feel like if I had black eyeshadow, I would add black eyeshadow to the outer part, like the outer corner and closer to like my lash line. So maybe I'll just add a bit more eyeliner. It's fine if it's not perfect. I just want the general shape of a wing, but not necessarily like a wing. I just cannot ever do anything good on this eye. Okay, yeah, so it's kind of like, I'm kind of able to use that as an eyeshadow a little bit. And I'm gonna bring it into my brow bone, like above where the crease is. And so it's just like ever so slightly on the brush. I'm just gonna lightly put that there. Now, I'm gonna take this lighter concealer. This is the L'Oreal Infallible. I've had this forever, like for a pretty long time. I don't really have a brush for it. So I'm just gonna, I'm gonna try to use the same brush even though it has black on it. It's like, it's not really coming off, so I think it's okay. I'm gonna take some on this brush since it's the most precise brush I have and put it under just the tiniest bit ever to kind of cut out. Oh, it looks gray. Here, I'll use, and I'm gonna put some under like that. I'm just gonna leave it there because I'll blend it out with my concealer brush. And then the other eye, just on the outer part. And then I'm gonna take my concealer brush and blend it as much as I can. This is like real-time stuff, okay? So this is actually me like figuring out what I wanna do. I don't know if I like the cut, but I think it went a little too far into right here under. So I'm gonna take the fluffy brush again and then just go back in with the cool brown under my lash line. For now, I'm just gonna leave it like that. And now I'm gonna go in with powder blush. The same Milani super old powder blush and bronzer duo. I don't even think they make this anymore, but just use whatever blush. Want to keep it kind of light or like a more like neutral shade. And if it's not a neutral shade, then just keep it like light on the application, or just kind of blend it into the skin. That's what I'm doing, because the focus should be the eyes, so nothing on your face should draw too much attention away from the eyes for this look. I do have this small eyeshadow that my sister gave me. It's Carmella Cosmetics, and there's like a brown in here and like a sparkly kind of pink. So I'm going to take the brown because it's like a very, very rich dark brown, and I'm going to put it on the outer corners because it's a little different than both of the colors I already used. So just to add a little bit more boldness, and maybe a little bit on the bottom. Now I'm just gonna take some highlight because I haven't put on highlight yet. I usually go in with this white and kind of mix it with the pink. Clearly, those are like almost out. But since this is a bit of a warmer look, I am gonna still take the white, but I'm gonna mix it with this like champagne color instead. And this is the, I don't really know how to say the brand name. My sister also gave me this. Tres Luce Lucete Glow highlighter palette. Take a little bit to the brow bone and everywhere that I put the NYX Cottage Cheese eye pencil. I think that's such a cute and funny like shade name for the eye pencil. The only other thing left to do is the lips and then setting spray. I'll take the clips out now. Also, if you have a liquid eyeliner or something, when I do eye looks like this, I think it looks really cute and good when you go over your beauty marks with a little bit of the eyeliner since you cover it with the makeup. I have one like right here and then one right here. I have one right here, but that one's like pretty dark, so it doesn't really get that covered. I have another one here, but that's the ugly side of my face, so I'm not even gonna show that. But I don't really have a liquid eyeliner. It's like I do, but it's like old and dry, so can't do that. But that's something I would suggest for this look. Let's do the lips now. If you want to go crazy for the lips, go ahead. But since I want the focus of this look to be the eyes, I'm just gonna go with like a pretty neutral lip. Not neutral as in nude, but just like that doesn't contrast the eyes. That kind of just matches it. So I'm going in with the NYX lip liner. I really don't know how to read the shade on here, but it's this brown, just a brown. And this is like my everyday lip liner. And I have a lip mask on. I like to have something, not like a lip gloss that's sticky, but something like that's kind of like Vaseline consistency, like just a lip balm, before I put my lip liner on most of the time, because obviously it makes it glide and not like get stuck and like rub and pull your lip. And then you get like really strong pigment that you can't really control. So see, I went a little heavy on that side, so I'm gonna try to fix it, just make everything even. And then I usually literally just use lip liner and lip gloss. Sometimes I use my Dior Addict Lip Glow. Dior Addicted Lip Glow. I always forget what it's called. But it's in my purse right now. Oh, all the way over there. I don't want to grab it. And since I basically have, I have the lip mask on, so it's basically like lip gloss. It's pretty much all I'm gonna do. Now let me get the setting spray. This is the Mo Beauty Set It Up setting spray. I literally said this in my last video too, but like I just love the way it sprays. It sprays like just so satisfyingly. Is that a word? So this is the finished look. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, remember to leave a like below and remember to subscribe. Also, turn on your post notifications if you want to get notified when I post so you don't miss anything. Let me know what you think about this look, and if you tried it out, let me know how it turned out for you. Again, all the products I used will be in the description as well as all my links. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!